Assalamu alaikum, everyone. I hope you're doing well. Today, I'm going to share something simple but very special with you because I recently bought a new sketchbook and I wanted to unbox it and share my thoughts naturally as an artist. And honestly, sketchbooks are not just paper and binding, they are personal spaces where ideas begin, creativity grows, and every page holds potential for improvement and learning. So whenever I get a new sketchbook, it genuinely feels like starting a fresh chapter. And this particular sketchbook cost me Rs. 530, and I ordered it from Draws, which for me is an affordable price, but I also expected it to be decent in quality, because sometimes sketchbooks look good online, but when you hold them in your hands, the experience can be very different. So the first thing I noticed when I held it was the cover, which feels simple and surprisingly solid, flashy or cheap, just calm and professional. And the cover feels comfortable to hold, carry, and open, which is important because it protects your work while also giving confidence when you start creating. When I opened the sketchbook, the paper immediately impressed me because the texture feels balanced, not too rough and not smooth, which is perfect because it allows control whether you are sketching, drawing, or writing. And the color of the paper is slightly off-white rather than bright white, which I personally like a lot because it gives a softer, warmer, and more natural look to sketches and calligraphy. And as I flipped through the pages, everything felt clean, consistent, and well-aligned, with no rough cuts or loose sheets, which shows in production. And the thickness of the paper feels reassuring. Not too thin to feel weak, not too thick to feel stiff. It is just right to allow freedom of use without worrying about damaging the pages. And the binding also feels strong and reliable. The spine opens comfortably, and the pages don't feel loose or misaligned, which is very important because a sketchbook should support your work, not distract or frustrate you. And overall, the sketchbook gives a very balanced, versatile impression, suitable for multiple types of creative work. Whether you are sketching, practicing line work, writing ideas, doing calligraphy, or just doodling, it feels open and flexible rather than restrictive. And honestly, for Rs. 530, I didn't expect such thoughtful quality, because usually at this price there are compromises in either paper quality or binding. But this one feels well-made and reliable, and for artists, students, and creators who want something affordable yet decent, this sketchbook feels like a very good option. And for me personally, there's always a moment when a sketchbook truly becomes mine, and that moment is when I write Allah's beautiful name on it, because every beginning feels more meaningful when it's with his name. It's not just tradition, it's intention. It's a way of asking for barakah in whatever will be created on these pages, whether it's practice, learning, or even mistakes that help me improve. And as I write his name, the paper responds beautifully. The strokes feel clean and smooth, and everything just feels calm, satisfying, and right. And that is something I value deeply, because a sketchbook should never intimidate you. It should to create, explore, and grow without pressure. And this sketchbook gives that feeling perfectly. It doesn't feel too precious to touch or too cheap to care about. It sits right in that middle space where creativity feels comfortable and encouraged. And I can already imagine filling these pages over time with practice, sketches, ideas, personal growth, then looking back later and seeing the journey captured quietly on paper. And that is one of the best an artist can have. So overall, I'm genuinely happy with this purchase, and I feel this sketchbook is going to be a loyal companion for my creative journey. And if you're someone thinking about buying a new sketchbook without spending too much money, this one is truly worth considering.